of... Hello everybody, I'm Thunderstruck. Welcome you to another video of Fireworks Mania for Dummies. And today we're going to be talking about UVs. I mean UVs. It stands for UV. It's a thing. I don't understand it myself, but I do know how to make it work. And that's the point in case of doing it today. And that's to figure out how to put UVs in your models. Well, first off, we're going to need to open up Unity. And apparently I just went right into this without even loading it up. Yeah, for this thing you will need a program called Photoscape X. Go ahead and upload it within your Windows thing or however you download Photoscape X. You know how to install things, right? And what I want, you can just close this, sorry. What I want you to hit is this new button, right? And it'll give you a choice to give gradients, blurred, patterns, or just a solid color. I'm feeling pattern. And I'm going to use the exact same one I was using, except it's going to be this color, because I think it looks a little bit more, sorry, this one looks a little bit more Thunderstruck, so the exact one I've been using. And so we're going to go ahead and make this into we're going to make this to a UV texture. Now, I usually there's UV textures read from left to right, and then goes down one, and then left to right again, and then down one, left, right again. It basically goes instead of anyway, that's what it does. So if it reads from right to left, then what we need to do is change this. So this is the pattern we're going to be using, right? We can just save this. We don't need to add anything more fancy. Unless you're really feeling up to that, then you can just insert a little shape here, this little pattern. Let's just say that, and just make something. Yeah, let's just make something. Like a little sphere right there. And it'll give you an option to put in the center, and I kind of want it in the center, so there you go. Let's go ahead and save that. Save as. We're going to save it in your desktop. We're going to save this as Rocket UV. Alright, now that the UV is done, we can minimize that. I do apologize for scratching my ear. I'm not hearing anything out of my right ear, so there you go. Here we are, Thunderstruck. And I'm going to do some edits here real quick. And I always have trouble doing this, so hopefully that's enough for you guys to see it. Alright, so now that we got this thing up, we can minimize it. We can hit the Rocket UV, right? And it's in, we can just drag and drop here. We don't need to keep it in the desktop anymore. Move it again to over here. And here is our stuff. I'm going to save it as what it is. It is currently a UV. We can put it in the model if we wanted. So we see that the Thunderstruck model has this color D06. We can retexture color D06 with this Rocket UV material. But we can't do that apparently. Why can't we do that? Because we need to actually make it into a material instead of a photo. So we need to create material. And it's going to be the UV texture. Name it whatever you like. And it's going to be, it should look as a circle here, but I always put it as a cube for reasons. And we're going to put this into the albedo one. And I usually put the smoothness to about 0 so it doesn't shine like Mars. Anyway, yeah, you'll see that these look like little circles like this one. So this is the right texture to have. So now that we have the UV texture, we're going to replace it to, what was it? D06. So this one right here, we can replace it. Bam! It is now replaced. It'll be in the next model. Now we need to get the model where it came from. Remember with this beforehand? It's a rocket, right? So we need to go to prefab. We're gonna yoink. Unapply. Okay. Yeah, you have to import. Sorry, this one. Need to import a rocket. We're gonna yoink it. And Thunderstruck. Goodness, I have so many projects. Thunderstruck. Here we go. Gonna put this in here. Prefab variant. Don't need to keep that anymore. Delete. Save. All right. Here we are, and it should work first time. Double click, put it in Rocky Dummy Rocket, and yeah, it looks like it's working first time. So let's go ahead and make this into none. Okay, so everything I just showed you, disregard completely. I do apologize. Thunderstruck is supposed to be UV texture. No, it is UV texture. Okay, so what did I do wrong? I'm guessing it's tiling, so let me put this to 0.1. Actually 2. UV texture is not working. One sec. I'm having a bug. It's not supposed to work like this. Why is it doing that? Oh, wait a minute. It is working. Just not the way that we think. I need a close-up. Oh, here we go. There's the texture I'm looking for. Okay, so I did a stupid. Apparently, it's supposed to be 0.1. I do apologize for giving you bad information, but hopefully you'll forgive me. There you go. If you put it like 0.01, it will change that. So, and if you just fancy getting this in a different color, then you can do that. If you know where to go, you go to Thunderstruck, the model inside, and you change this little texture, which is gray, and you can change it to whatever material you just happen to have. Apparently not that one. Sorry. Element 0. It takes a little bit of trial and error, chat. It takes a little bit of trial and error. We're gonna make it purple. Why not? So yeah, the whole purpose of UV texture placeholders is so you can change it here in a mesh renderer of Thunderstruck. So there you go. Alright, if you're happy with what it looks like, then you can definitely make the models. This is a loot rocket, right? I kind of want to make the element 1 into a foil. So I happen to have a foil on hand. If you want to know about how to make a foil, I'll teach you in a different video because that's an entire thing. But anyway, that's the foil, and it kind of looks like a legit salute rocket. I agree, it does look like a legit salute rocket. So we're going to go ahead and make it into an actual model. So what we're going to do here is change some of the box colliders, right? This one is out of sync, so we need to hit this ISO and get it to the exact specifications of the model. There you go. Put it here, and it's exactly right. Here to here. Alrighty. Now we're gonna get to this box collider. It's a bad box collider. We don't like this box collider being there. So what we're gonna do is gonna zoom out until we can see the bottom. And we're gonna make a little straight this thing. Here we are. That seems good enough. Stretch to the outside. Now there may be collision issues, but if you want your rocket to stand up straight, I would suggest starting off with this. Or if you really want to go try hard, you can, ISO this. You can go like this, and sometimes the light gets in your way, you have to turn it off. And start it off like that. So there you go. This will not do anything. The fuse does do something. It does the fuse time. But I want to move it because it has validity. If that makes sense, it has a mesh frame to it too. It will make it bounce and do stuff that we don't want. So we're gonna put it to the side, and how we put it to the side is that we're gonna change the rotation. We're gonna put it right here. I said right here, about to the side. I'm gonna zoom into it, and I like that. And there, boom. Go ahead and change that. I'm gonna go ahead and save often. That's what I have to say about that. Alright, so thrust. How much time does it take to go up? 2 seconds? 3 seconds? It's usually about 2 seconds, and this is correct. Explosion? What does the explosion look like? It's actually explosion. Sorry. The effect is what we need. So since this is a salute rocket, right? It needs to go into the top direction. It needs to start at the salute. So changing that will actually add to the realism. Now, the main effect is, let's see, it's blue, right? It needs to be white. And the speed, it's a salute, right? It needs to go 89 and 90. There's a reason behind this. It bursts up fast, but we're gonna hide all of this blue particles, right? We're gonna hide this. The lifetime is gonna last about 0.3 seconds standard to 0.5. And let's go ahead and turn off limit velocity over lifetime. Main effect trail is the same. Actually, it needs to be more of it. So it's going to be straight, constant. No, just turn it off. Yeah, just turn it off. Then we have these main effect trails. Ooh, okay. So it's just smoke. Okay, my bad. Okay. See, I don't know much about rockets. I deal most in cakes and tubes. In this is over redundant. It should be definitely to the main effect, but doing this is kind of redundant. So I do apologize about that, chat. Sorry, we need to change the speed of this. Change the validity. And it's going to last the duration of 0.3 seconds. Like, I want it to stop at a certain point. Does that work? Yes. So it was right. Okay, 89, 90, here we go. So we're going to stop there, which is about 0.05 seconds, right? Yes. It's about trial and error, chat. It's about trial and error. We need a large boom. And the size of this is going to be ridiculously high. 1 and 2. Let's try that. Sorry. 1 and 2. This should be the size. 12 and 23. And it should last a little bit shorter than that. So 0.1. A little bit too big. Let's go a little bit smaller. 9 and 8. Alright, that is correct, but we need to make it longer. So 3 seconds it takes about, maybe 2 seconds. Yes! Alright, so now that we have our rocket effect, we can save it and we can literally put it in there. But, you know, we can't actually put it in there until we make a definition. You know about this. I taught you about it in my last episode. So Firework entry, we're gonna make a Thunderstruck. And this is the definition. So put def in there, copy paste it, your name, Thunderstruck, prefab object, this one. Item name is Thunderstruck. Icon, we will get to that in a bit. Fireworks rocket. Now, here we go again. We need to call this Thunderstruck as well. And then Thunderstruck. And then down here is the save entries, Thunderstruck def. That should be great to go. We should now be able to see it in our mod. But we want to know about salutes, right? We want to win out the big boom. May I suggest that you use not this explosion sound, but there's one in here. It's like labeled propane tank. One of these is named propane cake. Yeah, this one. That one, because it sounds like a and kind of realistic, more realistic salute in my opinion. If you want a more custom sound, I can definitely teach you that at a different video. But that is basically it for UV textures. If you want to learn anything else, I will save them as special little tutorials, like getting custom sounds and putting them in there. But I believe that is the minimum requirement of building your own model into this thing. And therefore should be considered the last episode. So thank you guys for watching this entire series. If you learned something, go ahead and give that video a big fat thumbs up. And I will see you in the next one. But until then, I bid you and your household peace.